The Central football squad battled both the wind and their opponent, taming the Belle Plaine Tigers for a 21-0 homecoming win on Friday, October 3rd. Pre-game festivities were lively for the Minnesota River Conference matchup as the Central cross-country team and veterans both took part. The Raiders came into the game at 4-1 on the season, while Belle Plaine was 3-2. Central was tied for second with Belle Plaine at 3-1 and two other teams in the conference entering the matchup. After forcing a punt on the Tigers' first possession, Central took over on their own 35-yard line, driving the length of the field. However, a penalty called back this Isaac Corman touchdown. On the next, the Raiders responded quickly though, as Zack Heiland bounces off a pair of tacklers before dragging a defender down to the 1-yard line. On the next play, Zack Storm runs in the score, putting the Raiders ahead 7-0 with 4 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Starting on their own 9-yard line, Belle Plaine running back Carter Brink sifts through the defense before Heiland and Storms bring him down after a 16-yard gain. The Raiders' defense then forced a short punt. Picking up the action midway through the second quarter, Zack Heiland runs up the middle, gaining a few yards. Peterson later bounces outside on first down, gaining a couple of yards to the Central 34-yard line. A penalty then sent the Raiders backwards. Later on 4th and 2 from the 31-yard line, Heiland gained 6 yards, just shy of the first down marker. Central then recovered a fumble, taking over on their own 18-yard line. After getting a couple of first down, Peterson gains 5 yards before halftime, with Central ahead 7-0 at home. In high spirits with the lead, future and current Central cheerleaders keep the crowd energized at halftime. After both teams were held scoreless in the third quarter, the Raiders took advantage of a short field after a punt, with Peterson getting down to the 5-yard line. Following his blocker, Zack Heiland gains 3 yards down to the Tigers' 2. Zack Storm drives forward, scoring the touchdown for a 14-0 lead with 10 minutes left in the contest. Emblematic of the Raider defense's never-quit attitude, Belle Plaine quarterback Luke Narveson, not finding a receiver, gradually has his pocket collapse around him. Eventually deciding to break free, Chris LeBlanc and Zeke close up the right side. Narveson then heads the other way as Nate Nimitz, then Sam Furman and LeBlanc meet him at the point of attack as flags fly. Later, after a big interception by Evan Worm, the Raiders knocked on the door again late in the fourth quarter. From the 6th, quarterback Isaac Corman follows Heiland, levels a Belle Plaine defender as Corman leaps in for the score in the 21-0 lead. On their last possession, Narveson managed to pick up 24 yards on this rushing play before Heiland forces him out of bounds. The Raiders then get pressure on Narveson as Nate Nimitz nearly gets the sack but draws a penalty on the hold, negating a reception. A pair of incompletions then ended the game as the Raiders tame the Tigers for the homecoming victory 21-0. Making a run at the conference title, the 5-1 Raiders conclude the season with 2 road contests, facing 0-6 Lister Henderson this Friday, October 10th, before taking on TCU on October 17th. Reporting for the NYA Times, this is ADAM GRUENEWALD.